Hello YouTube and welcome to another Aruba switch configuration tutorial. So in this tutorial we'll be actually focusing on the link aggregation. So are you ready? Let's get started. So as you know, on my last videos I showed you how you can actually configure the two Aruba switches that we have here in order to get connectivity between these two PCs. Okay, so let's ping PC2 from PC1 to see if we still get connectivity. And as you will notice, we still have this connectivity. Okay, so this is the IP address of PC2 and I've pinged it. You can see the ping is successful. And also the main thing that we have actually configured on the last video is spanning tree protocol. Okay, because here we have two links, two physical links between these two switches. Okay, but because we have implemented actually spanning tree protocol, one link is actually not functioning because one of its port is blocked, and this block actually is the result of applying spanning tree protocol on both switches. Okay, so if I go for example to switch number 1 and if I showed interfaces, show interface brief, this is the command. So you can see that port 112 and 113 are all up and running, but one port is an access port and another is actually trunk port. Okay, and if I do show spanning tree, you can see these two ports 112 and 113 are in designated and forwarding state because actually this switch is the root bridge. Okay, so as you know, in the spanning tree protocol world, all the ports in the root bridge are in forwarding state. Okay, but if we go actually to switch number 2, we do the same thing, show interface brief. Here you can see that the port 113 and 112 are both actually up and running. Okay, but if I show the spanning tree protocol, you will notice that port 113 is in blocking state. So it's as we don't have this physical actually link between the two switches and only one link is actually running here. So in order to solve this problem here, we implement what we call link aggregation. So Ethernet link aggregation actually bundles multiple physical Ethernet links into one logical link. So we will bundle these two actually links between the two switches into one logical link, and we call it link aggregation. Okay, so the link aggregation has many benefits. First of all, it increases the bandwidth between or beyond the limit of any single link. So if this single link, for example from 111 from router or switch 1 to 112 on switch 2 have 1 gigabytes of bandwidth, when we implement link aggregation, this logical link will have actually 2 gigabytes of bandwidth. Okay, and also it improves reliability, so the member ports dynamically back up one another. So when actually a member port fails, so let's say if this link here 112 between the two switches fails, actually the traffic is automatically switches to the other member ports. So here in this example it will actually switch to 113 between the two switches. Okay, so let's implement this link aggregation actually in order to see that with the command line. Okay, so first of all let me go to this switch number 1 and turn this 113 as actually trunk port, because you can see here it's still an access port. Okay, so let's turn it into trunk port. So I will go to our config mode. I will enter the interface here, which is 113. Okay, so in order to turn it to a trunk, it's pretty easy. We input the command VLAN trunk, and we specify here the VLANs that we want to allow through this link. So load, and here we have only one VLAN, which is 20, so we implemented VLAN trunk load 20. Okay, and we are done. If we do a command show interface trunk, you can see here the trunks that we have. So we have here two trunks, 112 and 113. Okay, so let's do the same on the other switch, which has also the interface 113. So I will go to my config mode, interface 113 also, and we implement our trunk VLAN trunk loud, and of course the number of VLAN, which is 20. And always you should verify that with other commands like show interface trunk. Okay, so as you can see here, we have also three trunk links, 112 and 113. Okay, so now that we have set up this as trunk, we can actually implement our link aggregation. So I will start with configuring actually switch number 1. So I will return to switch number 1. I will go to the config mode. Here we go. So the first things to do here is actually to create an interface lag for link aggregation. Okay, so I will enter the command here, interface lag, and I can give it whatever ID I want. So let's just make it simple. I will start with ID 1. So this interface actually has no routine, so no routine. So remember that. Then we actually here should implement the protocol that will actually allow us to have link aggregation, which is LACP. Okay, then the mode. So here when you're implementing actually link aggregation, one side must be active and the other side must be passive, or they should both be actually active. Okay, so for example here we'll be implementing on switch 1 this interface to be actually active, and we can implement the same on switch 2, which will be also actually active, but we can make it passive and it will work. Just active pass, or active passive pass, or active passive pass, but passive will not pass. Okay, so here I will make it as active. Okay, then here we have to enter the interfaces that will be part of this lag interface. So we have here interface 112, and of course lag 1. Then our second interface 113, and also should be part of the lag 1. Okay, so now we are done implementing link aggregation in the first switch. Okay, and also you should verify that using actually the command show LACP interfaces. So show LACP interfaces. So you can see here that we have two interfaces that are part of the lag 1, so 112 and 113. Okay, so let's do the same actually on second switch. So config, okay, here we go. Then we have to actually create the interface lag, interface lag, and also number 1 as an ID. So no routing. Then LACP mode. So remember, on switch 1 we implement mode as active. Here we can do passive, it will work, but we can also do active another time and it will also work. Okay, then of course we have to go to the interfaces 112 in order to make them part of our lag 1, and also the second interface, interface 1113 actually, and it's also part of the lag 1. Okay, so we are done here. So let me show the interfaces, show LACP interfaces, just to make sure everything is working actually here. Here we go. So we have our two interfaces that are part of this lag 1, which is our aggregation link. Okay, we can also do show interface brief, and if we go actually to the bottom of it, you can see here that we have an interface lag 1, which is an access, but it is down, so we should make it actually up in order to implement it. Okay, so I will go to our interface, or actually config mode, interface lag 1, so no shut. Okay, I will do the same on the first router, config interface lag 1, no shut. So now let's verify with show interface brief. So here you can see the interface is blocked, but we have to wait a little bit in order to let actually the protocol to work. So let's run it once again, show interface brief, and you can see now our interface is up. And the main thing here to notice is actually the speed. So first it was 1 gigabytes or megabytes per second, but now as we have two links actually aggregated into one logical, so the speed is actually doubled. Okay, so here we have 2000 megabytes per second. And the same thing if I go to actually second router, we have the same speed, which is doubled, and the interface are up and running, and we can verify the ping. It will work, hopefully. So you can see here the ping is not working, so simply because we didn't add this actually link aggregation part of VLAN 20. So we can do it very easily and it will actually run our ping. So let's return back to our switch. Let's go to our interface, or actually our config mode, then interface lag 1, VLAN access 20, show interface brief. So you can see now our lag1 is part of the VLAN 20, and we'll do the same on second router. Interface lag1 VLAN access 20. Here we go, show interface brief. So now our lag is part of VLAN 20. So let's return back and run our ping, and hopefully, as you can see now, the ping is running. Okay, so that was just a brief video to show you the benefits of running or implementing link aggregation on Aruba switches. As always, I hope it has been informative for you, and I want to thank you for viewing. Bye bye.